Every few months, another glossy brochure lands in an inbox declaring Vietnam, Southeast Asia's next medical tourism hub. The country is undeniably appealing. It offers rapid coastal development, a high standard of living for expats, and a cost of living that makes early retirement look very realistic. But look closely at who is actually sending those brochures. The loudest voices promising a world-class medical hub aren't healthcare regulators or insurers. They are real estate developers selling luxury wellness villages. That creates a serious problem for anyone planning a move. Are you actually buying into a mature, reliable medical ecosystem? Or are you confusing a property deed with a healthcare safety net? To protect your health and your savings, we need to strip away the 3D renderings. Let's look at the verifiable 2026 data on Vietnam's actual hospital accreditation, its specific visa laws, and current insurance rules. Developers rely heavily on the package deal. They pitch a condo and heavily imply that the proposed hospital tower next door means your long-term care is sorted. Here is the legal reality. A condo deed is not a residency permit, and owning property does absolutely nothing to pay your hospital bill. They are entirely separate products. Vietnam's Ministry of Health does have a documented strategy to improve its medical tourism, known as Decision 1428. But that document lays out a long-term goal targeting the year 2030. It is a work in progress, not a finished system you can rely on today. Making a permanent relocation decision right now based on infrastructure targets set for 2030 leaves you medically exposed for the next several years. Substituting a real estate investment for a comprehensive healthcare plan is the most dangerous financial mistake an expat can make in an emerging market. Marketing materials constantly reference world-class facilities. To be fair, high-quality, modern private hospitals do exist in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. But when international patients need to verify hospital safety sight unseen, they rely on a single strict metric, JCI accreditation. It's the standard for global healthcare. This chart compares JCI-accredited hospitals regionally. Vietnam's network is a tiny fraction of the massive networks in Thailand and Singapore. Look at this 2030 target line. Vietnam aims to reach just 15 accredited hospitals nationwide, proving how few qualify today. Outside of a very small bubble, there is a severe medical specialization gap. Basic care and elective procedures are solid, but complex oncology, advanced cardiology, and fertility care are much harder to access. Contrast this with the highly specialized infrastructure in established hubs like Bangkok, where the system is built specifically to handle complex international cases. Relying on Vietnam for serious medical care means you trade a regional safety net for a localized system easily overwhelmed by complex issues. But hospital quality only matters if you actually have the legal right to stay in the country to use it. Unlike Thailand or Malaysia, Vietnam currently has no dedicated medical travel visa and no formal retirement visa. Expats rely on workarounds. You tie up massive capital in restrictive investor visas or live on 90-day e-visas with an expiration date constantly ticking down. This creates a catastrophic failure point. If you develop a chronic illness or need long-term recovery, your temporary visa could expire while you are physically too sick to travel, but legally unable to stay. Without permanent visa stability, long-term medical safety is impossible. If you are forced to leave the country in the middle of a medical treatment, the retirement condo you bought loses all its practical value. Then there is the financial side. Many expats are initially drawn in by the incredibly low out-of-pocket costs at local Vietnamese clinics. But local clinics operate differently. They frequently issue simple, handwritten receipts rather than the proper itemized VAT invoices that global financial systems require. This flowchart shows how local practice breaks down internationally. You get treatment, receive a handwritten receipt, and submit it to your international insurance, only for the claim to be denied. You absorb the entire cost yourself, neutralizing the affordable appeal. The sticker price of a medical procedure means very little on its own. What actually matters is whether that procedure has insurable value under a policy that protects your savings. Ultimately, cheap healthcare isn't a bargain if a localized administrative mismatch voids your expensive international health coverage completely. So, who does Vietnam's current system actually work for? First, there is the elective medical tourist, looking for budget-conscious cosmetic or dental work. For this group, Vietnam is a great fit. The stakes are low, the patients are paying out of pocket anyway, and the recovery only takes a week or two. Then there is the working expat. They are generally safe, but only if they hold a robust international health policy that includes emergency medical evacuation. Finally, we have the prospective retiree, looking for a place to age comfortably and affordably. Retirees require chronic care management, legal visa stability, and transparent insurance billing. Because Vietnam currently lacks all three, they are the exact wrong fit for the country's medical ecosystem as it stands today. Vietnam's Ministry of Health has a credible, documented plan to improve, but the golden rule of relocation is that you must insure yourself for the reality that exists today, not the projection for tomorrow. Before you commit to any serious medical procedure or a permanent move, verify the specific hospital's JCI accreditation status directly on the official registry. Secure a portable health insurance policy that covers the entire ASEAN region. If things get complicated, you need the financial coverage to be evacuated to a specialized facility in Bangkok or Singapore. Do not let a property developer convince you that a wellness village acts as a substitute for a healthcare strategy. A beautiful retirement condo is only a good investment if you have the medical and legal security to actually stay there. Treat any real estate pitch that promises healthcare security as a massive red flag.